What's up, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy, your man, Shawnelle Scott. Of course, here with my guy, Ty Grant, co-host of the Storm podcast.
We here. We excited. This game taking a little bit too long to start, baby.
I know you happy, man. I know you excited right now.
No,
It's a great time.
I'm ecstatic. One, because I was present for the victory, but I'm also pissed off because they let a team back in the game that they were completely dominating for about 28 minutes. Well, I'm gonna say 32 minutes. You know what I mean? And knowing Tyreek Brown and Rick Pitino and the coaches, they're prepping them for not letting down. Again, I stated last week, if you recall, the issue was not Kansas. The issue was St. John's. And could those guys live up to that moment? Obviously Dylan did what he did. Dylan just did it. You know what I'm saying? Dylan just did it. You know what I mean? So again, amazing victory. But the ending was a nice little icing on the cake.
Definitely, Ty. And definitely what we were talking about as far as like controlling our own destiny and doing what we need to do. We came out a fast start right away. Just efficient, good basketball, good defensive plays. And that's how I want to start out. Now, of course, things didn't go that way the whole game. It was a big lull in the game.
Yeah, they shit in the pants a little bit, but yeah.
You can understand it was a lot of missed open shots, which that happens. In the basketball game, man, that happens. But the one thing I was very confident about, it was the defense the whole entire game for the most part. It didn't really go under bar. Darren Peterson, I get what they say. He's a superman. You could see it. You could see it in him.
Yeah, they contained him.
But just what we was talking about, like, does he have that thing where he could just overpower a team? I think he does. I just think with an elite defense, you can't always do that. You know what I'm saying? You need to be. I said it. If Darren Peterson doesn't supernova, it was going to be hard for them to win. And I think he started to come on at the end, but it just wasn't enough. And yeah, we won by a last buzzer beater by the great Dylan Darling, who was struggling the whole game. But that's why they call him Church Bells, because he has no type of he just got a short memory, and he was like, he was ready to win that game, and you could see what happens. But
well, let's be honest. He's an MVP of a league, son. He's won a lot. He's winning a lot here at St. John's, but he has the pedigree as a winner, and he put teams on his back and won some games. So it's not like he's new to it. The stage is a lot bigger. But, Dylan did what he did. I told you, that's my guy anyway. So
you called it out in July. You called it out in July.
This is attitude alone, as well as just talking to the teammates about what he brings to the table. I mean, Dylan won the game, baby.
And this is something and I thought both coaches did a masterful job. For Bill Self is he ran that time down where it was only 6 seconds. I was like, God damn. Like I was not happy with that. But Rick Pitino, as far as his trust and who he, and how he wants to play players, for whatever reason, Dylan Darling was in the game. And you can't expect or think anybody else could have done that, which they probably can. But just to have that trust, to have him in the game at the end, where he puts New York City on his shoulders and wins that game and goes into the Sweet 16. You can't discount that type of coaching. Whether you could say it's a feeling, I don't know. Sometimes, Ty, we coaches, we have somebody in there or not, but just to have them in, man,
the feeling is undefeated now. The feeling is undefeated. You can't explain it. You just go with what you comfortable with, man.
So, and other coaches, who knows? Me coaching, and I love them. I could have probably pulled them, but Rick just knew and trusted in it, and now we're in the Sweet 16. So it's a very exciting time for us, Ty. My man put us on the show. We're in the Sweet 16.
No, the city is buzzing right now. I'm getting so many people asking me for tickets, like if I actually work for St. John's. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go online.
Yo, don't ask me for tickets, man. Don't ask me, man. So, I'm trying to figure that out for myself, but I know I'll be all right, though. We're going to be down there.
Yeah, we gonna be down there heavy. I mean, we even got a lot of the guys from the 1999 team going to be popping up.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So we're prepping off the court for the Duke game.
What about the '91 team, man? How did we
Y'all
beat
old. I
the
don't know. Y'all probably with y'all grandkids or something. I don't. I
Who
don't.
was there?
I don't.
Yo, listen.
I hope y'all come.
So, look, this was about to happen. These kids, because we Johnny Favorite, right? They're about to knock off the number one seed, Duke, like we did in '91. We knocked off the number one seed in the Sweet 16. It was Ohio State with the great Jimmy
Jim
Jackson. So
Jackson.
don't forget that, man. But we all together. We brothers, man. I want to see all my 99 guys in the building. That's gonna be great.
No, no.
But
I hope your group come as well. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. It's always good for guys to come together on good terms. So yeah, the expectation is that both of our elite eight teams. Because I got to give you your props, baby. Your elite team come into play.
so, as some people like to say, moving on. It's been such a great time. The task is definitely ahead of us. We talked about this time about the region of death, where all these teams you could get duffed out by anybody,
Unbelievable.
and we're moving forward, and we got Duke. So, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a tough. I believe we're going to win. We're confident, but let's just talk about the real. Let's talk about that real basketball stuff. They got a monster inside that we got to contain. We got to deal with. So, how this going to work? They got the kid Amani Evans, right? I think his name is.
No, they got a Duke team. They have a really good team, right? The nation, the world gave them the number one seed as a Duke team. Unfortunately, they playing against St. John's, where I actually think this is a easier matchup for St. John's. Why? Because we already know who the dominant player is, and he's an inside player. But guess what? As you know, when you're dominant offensively and you got to try to dominate a game defensively, not too many people can pull that off. So it could be tit for tat, tit for tat. I live with that. At the same time, our other 12 players got to pick it up, and I know for a fact our bench is deeper than yours. So yeah, Duke is good, Duke is whatever, blah blah blah. But we ain't playing against the damn name on the jersey, baby.
I like that. Let's keep running with that.
Yeah, like those things don't matter in these type of games, and you lose, you go home. But I'm a big fan of St. John's basketball. Those guys owe us a better game because, let's be honest, most of those guys didn't even have a good game. So they have to come there, not one, to win the game, but two, I can have a better game and we can really win.
I definitely think they got to contain Cameron Boozer and they got to contain the kid. And when I say contain, I just mean a body on him all night. You can't let him get offensive rebounds, easy putbacks. I don't want to live with the threes that he could shoot. Ty. I don't want to live with, but a body has to be on him. He's a big kid. He knows how to play.
Old school.
He's athletic. People say he's not that athletic. I don't really buy into that. I think he knows how to. He plays like a savvy vet.
Yeah. He's an old school player. I like him.
So I just want the attention to be on what he could be capable of. I mean, he's averaging 23 points almost and 10 rebounds. So you can't. Now look, we got another juggernaut in Zuby who could do the same thing.
Right.
I don't want it to be, and that's another thing. I don't want it to be like just for both of them. Like I don't want them to neutralize each other out. I want one of them to have the thing over the other because that would help.
Which one? What you talking about? You want one of them? Which one you talking about?
I want Zuby to have the advantage on it. Yeah. So I don't want Zuby to get into no foul trouble. Just play solid. And it's hard. It's harder said than done. But we can't have Zuby like guarding him and getting the foul trouble. Then it's going to be look. We bring Ruben Prey in. That could bandage it up. Ruben Prey, he's tough. He's not like a soft kid, but we just basically want Zuby in the game.
So that's a good point. So I watched Duke play about 4 times. So I get to see how they play and operate. One thing I admire about Duke is that they really force feed that kid the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they give him an opportunity to make decisions. But here's where I think is our huge advantage is that the way we play defense, the way Zuby can go out and guard a guard,
right?
I think that's the determining factor. So this kid Boozer, who's really, really good, not taking nothing away from him, his smarts and his gifts are so dope and good to see because we haven't seen that in quite some time for these kids, especially on the low post. But he's also, versatile. But his versatility matched up against Zuby's intensity benefits us. You know what I mean? At the same time, sometimes if you watch, he doesn't guard the opposing player's best player because they're trying to save him. Again, advantage St. John's.
And I know I got, and I made a mistake with a name. I was talking about Isaiah Evans. He's the guy that
Yeah, he been on fire. He been on fire.
the Monty base. Isaiah Evans, yo, he can play. So, but anyway, yes, I understand exactly what you're saying, man. This is going to have to be a game of just full focus and no letdown.
St. John's by 10. I got St. John's by 10.
All right. We can, we can stop right there, everybody. No, but I get what you're saying, Ty. I think we're more mature, and I think we're going to be a defensive nightmare the entire game. That's going to slow a lot of things up. We're going to get to our spots. We're going to box out. So we're going to not let Cameron Boozer get the better on rebounds. He's averaging a lot of rebounds, yo. He's definitely concerned. And his brother is a savvy guard. He can play. He's not like in any proportion. He's he holds down his own right. I think he's only averaging like 7 points a game this year. But
he can hoop, son.
He can play.
Yeah. Them kids can play, man. Those kids
can come in and come off. So
I think those kids can play. I again, like I said, I think it's one of those games that the last game benefits us this game because those kids for St. John's, they got something to prove.
Yes.
I mean, we shot bad. Like, we won a game that we was up 14, and we weren't playing good offensively. You know what I'm saying? So this is another game to improve. It's constant improvement. So those guys are watching film and saying, damn. So
I know that.
That's my expectation, man.
I know that. And, I'm expecting – well, Bryce Hopkins played really well.
Outstanding.
He played like a lion. He just got to be aggressive. That's all I want.
Shoot the ball, Hopkins. Yeah. Come on, son.
Dylan Mitchell was always Dylan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
He's always everywhere. I'm so happy we have him on the team. Definitely happy Dylan. I'm happy with all of our guys. I don't want to downplay anybody because if everybody plays to their best, this could be a quality. This could be an efficient win if everybody comes to play.
It'd be a great win, even though we in this damn bracket of death, because, the possibility of us playing either UConn or Michigan State is going to be another war, which I anticipate. You know what I'm saying? Again, we know what we could do against UConn, right?
Yep.
I think I know what we could do against Michigan State. So, again, the bracket is on our side, even though this is this so-called bracket of death. It's on our side.
Let's talk about the bracket now on the other side coming in. So we got Duke first. We both confident that. But then you got Michigan State, UConn. That's going to be a war. And there's no way, Ty. We don't have I don't know. I've seen UConn all year. Like, I would like to. I don't even care who we play. I wouldn't mind playing them again if we had to play them again. But it don't matter.
I want UConn to win because of selfish reasons. I want to beat Kamani Young again. This is like my dream situation. Right? So he could continuously block me on social media during the season. Yo, I'm like the only I got coaches blocking me during the season. You know what I'm saying? But this is my dream. You know what I'm saying? And plus he's St. John's alumni anyway, so
Queens native. We love him. Yeah. But we want to beat him.
We want to beat him. We want to beat him and beat him about a year.
My high school team, I can't even get a game with Ty. He refused to play me.
No. Don't waste my time. I got a big announcement coming up too about my high school team, son.
No doubt. But yeah, man. So I do think we're capable of getting out our bracket, getting out the East. It's not going to be easy. The focus has got to be Ty. It's got to be 95% above. Maybe 98%. That's one thing. The intensity has got to be there. And look, you can miss your shots. You can miss even if you're taking good shots, you can miss those shots, but it's going to, for all these teams, it's going to come down to like just being aggressive, confident, and playing like with a high level of urgency.
Agreed. Confidence goes without saying. Again, you're given an opportunity to showcase your skills, and there's no better place than this type of game. Number one, seeded team throughout the tournament. We in DC, we like, we gonna be 2-3 hours away, an hour and a half on the plane. Like, come on, boy! Like, this is what it's all about, and they gonna have New York City on their back again. So let's close it.
It's Johnny Nation, St. John's Red Storm, you're gonna have the weight of New York City upon you, like down there. Like we're gonna be there. We're gonna be all around.
Don't put too much pressure on him.
Nah, we want to support. We're gonna put that positive energy out there. They know it. They know that. They know we love them, yo. Yo, tell me about also, man. How was San Diego, man? How was watching the game, seeing that team, seeing our team get to the next spot.
Listen, San Diego was great. The problem with San Diego is that I was anticipating going to DC, so the
Oh
days
yeah,
was long for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I had no worry in San Diego. As bad as they played in that last 8 minutes against,
oh yeah.
you know, Kansas.
I know you. I know how you was.
Yeah, I was just being annoyed. I was annoyed because I'm like, yo, I want to walk out the arena with us up 10 points with like 2 minutes left, so I could harass the Kansas fans. So they didn't do it. We won the game. It was a big celebration, big party. Dylan did his thing, and we left San Diego happy, a little dirty but happy.
Todd, they don't understand when you have your expectations for the team to win. That means you think highly of the product, and that's people don't understand. Like I think I understand that anyway, and people got to understand that. Like for you to think highly of the product is one of the best things for me. It lets me know, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, like, cause you know I
It's a good product. I'm
yeah.
not that optimistic with if I disagree with something. There's nothing here other than those guys need to go in the game thinking constant improvement. Every second counts, and they do that. But now play better than that damn last 8 minutes.
And the best part, and this is what everybody always tell me to all the time. It's like we got the best coach for this situation because he
Uh,
been through the situations. Like it's kind of different. Like I mean, we did it with Connor Seca. That's different. But not every coach has. Some coaches get this far, and that's great. And I feel so happy for them. But some coaches get here and they've been here so much before, and they know the parameters of everything.
right.
So it's everybody's best interest is go with the flow. Because this guy knows what it takes. I think his last championship, and I don't care what anybody say, I'm counting it. He was a fifth seed, I believe, with Louisville, right? I think so.
I don't know. That's a good info. I didn't know that.
Look that up. We can look that up to see if we're true, but I think so. I don't know if they had a high seed that year, and I was watching that year, and one of their players got hurt, and they still won that championship. So
He been there.
yeah. So as a coach, he knows how to deal with that. Rick Pitino knows how to deal with adversity and changing up and doing the things that's needed. So I think it could be a perfect storm, no pun intended, that we walk away and get to the Elite Eight.
Listen, coaching goes without saying. Him and his staff, they do an amazing job. I don't doubt that. Right. I think the preparation will be there. It's for me again. I give most of the credit, if not all the credit, to the players because they on the court.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. You know
I
that?
think his preparation, goes without saying how great it is. And he been doing this shit for 50 years, bro. Like, what haven't the guy seen and been very successful?
But Todd, you know how it goes. It's an overall like type of goal that's presented to the team and to individuals before the season, and not everybody always buys in. And we've both had teammates
True.
that didn't buy into that. I was just buying into it. I wasn't even playing around. But but to have like basically all your players who no matter how good or bad they do, I think they buy into what's going on, and I think that's a plus for us. I think that's a plus to
Absolutely.
win these games.
Well, you could base that on one thing that these kids respect, right? That is your resume and your popularity, right? These two things in this generation is everything. First, popularity, right? Mr. Patino, Coach Patino, is a very popular person, good or bad, right? No judgment, right? So the kids, they're going to bow down because at the end of the day, he's won with them, but he wants to win with them. He's won without them, but he wants to win with them. And that's what you have to speak to these kids and on their level all the time about that. Like, yo, dude, I can win without you. I want to win with you. Right? And knowing him and being at practices, he's very blunt and direct. And if this is not what you want, you can leave, especially in this day and age in college basketball where, the finances could dictate if you stay out of school long enough or not. So again, he has everything, right? He has the reputation, he has the championship, he has the experiences, and these kids have bought in. It took some time, but that's normal with new players playing with each other. And we in a great space right now where that us celebrating is a real thing.
No doubt. And I'm so ecstatic. But as we move forward, it's a beautiful time right now. We just beat Kansas, a blue blood. We got a blue blood in a couple of days. Johnny Nation is feeling good. They deserve it. And us, the Storm NYC podcast, we doing all right. We still here, 1 year away, 1 year, 1 year, and bringing you that dope content. So we hope you guys love us. Please subscribe on YouTube. Support us, follow us, like us. All the things that I know you do because you tell us. And I know you've seen it out there in San Diego. That was a great time. But we know you love us. Me and Fly Ty, we together bring you that real content. Two real basketball players. Expert Ty calls himself a genius. I think I'm like a scientist.
That ain't bad. A genius and a scientist, baby.
Yeah, so we here and we looking forward to the future, Ty. We'll be back, right? Pretty soon to give y'all hopefully the post recap or the
Son, let me fix you. We'll be back next Tuesday for the Final Four show. What are we talking about right now?
Okay, you heard it here, everybody. We'll be back for the Storm NYC podcast Final Four show. That's going to be dope. Just believe, no matter what, just believe it's going to happen. Fly Ty, always a pleasure.
Peace, brother.